Okay, this workout's going to exercise the transition, the movement of that front leg. So if you look at my right leg, it's going to initiate and twist the nose of the board, the toe side nose of the board into the snow. There you can see the board twist just a little bit, and then I'll get balance on both feet. And that's the move that this exercise is going to try to mimic. Right there. Okay, and then on the heel side again, we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so we're going to be coming around heel side. We're going to draw that heel back right here, right there. We're going to move that heel and hip and try to get that board to twist and engage. Right here. So that's what we're doing in this exercise. Okay, so follow along. This is like 15 minutes of working a squat. So you'll be burning through it. And I'll flip around and we'll really get on that movement further on. But just explore these movements with me at your own risk. And yeah, just meditate on balance and everything. So there's a functional tension in here, and then it pulls, it contracts to draw my body over, while this side extends and contracts and controls. So I'm controlled in either direction. I never relax completely. And the goal is to move laterally, so you don't want to swing your hips as you're going back and forth. For this, that could be something with other intentions, but just for the sake of this, the feet are mostly parallel forward. It's good for a snowboard stance too. You could turn your feet out to your snowboard stance, make it extra wide. Okay, so you're going to develop some of the movement patterns in snowboarding at further limits, at a further range of motion than what you'd normally use, which in theory is going to give you more control in that range you do use. But posture is important, and you got to make sure you stay balanced over the heels, in front of the heels, not over the ball of the foot. Okay. You can actually feel if you're twisting or not twisting. If you're going directly across, you can feel both heels grip at the same time. You're rotating and rolling across the heel. Reach some of the extension limits. Just explore a range of motion and work at the edge of any pain. Don't push through any pain, just right at the edge of it. Try to grip more muscles in around a joint. More muscles in around a joint. Really isometric flex only where it feels comfortable. And you're looking for tighter muscles. Try to keep down pressure on this leg, like you're going to try to stand on it. You want to be like standing on this leg too. So you want down pressure, which means you can't be way over here. They both grab and pull. They both grab and pull. They both grab and pull. You can take video of your own movement patterns as you're shooting video. You should be shooting video from the sides, and you can evaluate how you're moving to the mat. If you're getting forward on one side or back on the other side, you need to watch those. You need to find a way to make sure that this movement pattern is slow enough and controlled enough to stay perfectly aligned with the mat. Okay, and then you can increase, you can make it a little less hard physically, and you can work that as long as you're satisfied. Sometimes a mirror is really good. I have a mirror in the house. Okay, so a mirror is really good. You're looking at it, making sure you're controlling all the muscles from your feet up into your hip, core, shoulders. Everything's going in alignment. Always having pressure, some pressure down on both feet. Okay, changes, little dominant here, little dominant here, but still pressure is down. Okay, so you want to keep pressure down with both feet. Okay, so you're always got some sort of tension to start firing against. There won't be a big slop or delay. Okay, when there's that little bit of tension, you're right at the switching point. Okay, if it's relaxed, then that thing is whatever, how loose it might be, depends how loose it is. There's a lot of movement before you actually get control of the joint. Okay, so that's one of the benefits of skiing with functional tension. Okay, it's just enough, and it actually will make the movement patterns more efficient, and it won't feel like more energy. Yeah, and I like to explore. I like to feel around where I'm doing different things. If I drive this guy into the ground, I can feel that deep in the groin. Flexing. Okay, so snowboarders as well. You can go like this, bring your stance in wider than what you'd normally ride in, but enough so you can get some good range of motion. And let's take a good burning squat where you think you can hold it for a couple minutes, okay? And then make these movements that you make riding your snowboard in both directions, okay? So switch is important, all right? Okay, so we're gonna make this movement. We're gonna make this movement, okay? Okay, our shoulders going with it. It might not be right, but what you're doing is you're studying your change of weight, your weight shift. What you know how to do is to be heavy on the front foot and put your shoulder over, or just drive the front around. Okay, so whatever move you want to do, this is what you want to control on here. So for the sake of picking something to control, let's say we're down here, we're going this way, okay? And I'm rotating this leg in the femur socket, and what that does is it drives the nose of the board to switch directions, okay? So if I'm sat here like this, I'm riding, I'm cruising along, and I rotate this femur, okay, I'm gonna start, center of mass is staying good. I'm not gonna get out in front of it. And then as the board starts to hook, we start to move and go with it, okay? And then we can pull that femur back. And now we're on a heel side turn, pulling up. Okay, so squatting on the heel side turn, foot's turned up, turned out, rotate the foot, okay, turned out, shin's being pulled up, so you're pulling like this, okay, with that foot, okay, then we're gonna initiate the other turn. Okay, I put too much pressure on the forefoot, I'm certain of it. I think we should be rotating our pressure across the front of the heel, okay? So our balance point should come across like this as this knee rotates. We don't want the balance point to come out to here and all of a sudden be way out using all that calf absorption muscles, okay? So we want to make sure as we rotate the knee, we feel the pressure moving across the heel. Okay, keeping the pressure somewhere in front of the heel, inside in front of the heel, outside in front of the heel, inside in front of the heel. Okay, try it on this side. We're gonna go switch. Okay, just come up where you can keep the burn going. Okay, and rotate that knee across so the pressure moves around that heel. Okay, you can feel that pressure move around the heel. Or you can feel the pressure move straight through the heel, okay? Rotating the leg, rotating, 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 rotating. Okay, so all you guys at different levels, you're gonna have control over this leg. You're gonna use it how you're really good using it, how you ride really well. But now you could be like really conscious and maybe break it down and see that, oh yeah, there's a real fine component here. If I developed some intelligence in this leg system to work independent, but stacked through the board with this leg as its proper backup. And how does that initiate a turn? Okay, and then so what I'm gonna do is, because I'm not like a real good snowboarder, I'm like a level 1 and basic intermediate. Can ride switch and just little stuff. Anyhow, so, but still, try the movement that you want to perfect, repeat it over and over here, so you're heating up muscle, you're visualizing where you're gonna use that movement in the first phase of the turn. You know, you're out coming from heel side, pulled up, right there, what happens in this leg going from here to here, okay? We feel pressures build up on the inside of the foot, and we're tipping that and we're just twisting that board to take that new toe side edge, okay? Now we're pulling this leg back, shin up, okay? We're moving right across the heel, and we're taking that back edge and twisting the board back, okay? And then we can match it with the heel here, okay? So we're on both heels, and now we're taking that front inside edge, a little delayed on the back, okay? And then we're gonna smoothly grab both, okay? Toe sides, okay? Then we're gonna take this, twist in the board, following with this heel weight, pressure, balance, and now we're carving the heel side. Feet are turned up in the boots, they're driving forward, and you're tipping those edges. You're putting all that, you're just rolling across the heel,
Okay, rolling across the heel. Got a little bit of control balance out of the front of the foot with your heel. You're driving your center of mass right through the front of the heel. Okay, that's where your balance is. I'm just kind of making this as I'm going because I think I'm going to snowboard a little bit. And yeah, that's my level of understanding right now and how it can fit into a exercise on a yoga mat. Just perfecting those movements, visualizing, knowing where it's supposed to happen, timing, and then change the application. Okay, so you might not just have a progressive, you might be hitting them both all at once. Whatever tactic or use you have, explore it, meditate on it. Okay, that's the concept. Alrighty. Happy day to you. It's like 70 degrees out and it's October 19th, I think. Gee, that's awesome. I love it. Getting a little last bit of sun.